This is going to be a quick vlog here, but I just want to give my quick thoughts on two things. One is the NX controller rumor, and the other one is another rumor that by the end of 2016, the Wii U is going to be ending production. So first, if you heard the news, apparently someone had a picture from Reddit that a potential controller for the Nintendo NX. It kind of looked like the patent that they did with the two joystick and the whole front is supposed to be a screen. So it kind of looked like it. It might be the controller, but in my opinion, I think that's just. There's really much to say as of right now since it's a rumor. But even so, that say this is real, I don't even get it. I don't get the controller. It looks like something that like Apple would do. Two knobs and a touch screen again. Remember, like I said, that no gimmicks on the NX, and they're doing gimmicks again. What happened to just having a normal controller? Maybe there is going to be, I don't know, but so excuse me. So I don't think this is going to be. I don't think this is part of the NX. I think it's just some side project that Nintendo probably was doing because this is just too weird. Like it really just doesn't make sense. There's no grip and no buttons. So there's nothing really much else to say than other people. But again, it is just a rumor. So we'll see what happens. And remember, there is going to be their final fiscal report I think on April the 29th. That's going to be the fourth and final fiscal year for 2016. So there you go. So maybe they're finally going to show NX. They'll explain what it is. We'll see. So moving there, another rumor was that Japanese business newspaper Nikkei basically said Wii U's planning to end their production in 2016. It was a rumor because Nintendo basically did respond, so that's the update. And they basically responded was, no, we will still continue to support Wii U. We're still going to produce Wii U by the end of the 2017 fiscal year. So technically, March 27, it could be, well, how do I work this thing out? Yeah, I mean, that's basically, well, if it's 2017 fiscal year, chances are it might be March of 2018. That's what I'm guessing. I keep forgetting about this fiscal year rule. But if it is true, they say it's 2017 fiscal, the end of 2017 fiscal year, then that's probably going to be March of 2018. That's going to be that's the end by 2017. Right now we're in the 2015 fiscal year or 2016. I don't remember. We'll see what happens. I have to research it down. But basically, technically, they said was that they're going to end production by the fiscal year of 2017. So anyway, rumor or not, this really shouldn't be a surprise to anyone about Nintendo's business practices, because really the reason is they kind of done this before in the past, believe it or not. Ever since I think the Wii basically released for the market, this is what their new rule is. Yes, in the past with Yamauchi, believe it or not, when the Super Nintendo came, they were still supporting Nintendo, believe it or not, because they even had a second top loader NES Junior while they're doing the Super Nintendo. When the N64 was released, they did the same thing with with the Super Nintendo. Not so much with the N64 because unfortunately the N64 was like poorly sold. I think that's when it started. Is when the late Iwata took over as president. That's basically his market tactic. And normally what it is the minute the new console is released to the market, the old one does start basically ending production no matter what. I remember with the Wii, they basically said, yep, we're done with the GameCube. We're not doing any more GameCube. We're not doing any more games. We're not producing more GameCube console. So if you want to get one, here's your chance. But once the I guess the product ran out, that's it. There you go. Same goes what happened with the Wii when the Wii U came out. The minute the Wii U came out, I think by 2013. I think February 2013, believe it or not, Nintendo did announce today. We're stopping support on the Wii. No more new gift for the Wii. We're not producing Wii's anymore. Maybe the controller, but the console itself, they're done. And there you go. So I wouldn't be surprised because they've been doing it in the past. But even so, they are releasing, say, a console like in 2016. Because there was a rumor now because the reason why they're doing this might be because of the NX. Again, like I said, does the NX needs to come out this year? Well, if the portable part, like remember I said before, then you're probably going to get away with it. But it is still part of the Nintendo NX console project. So, but even if it was released this year, yes, we can say that the Wii U was the shortest cycle, has the shortest life cycle in Nintendo's history because it was only 4 years. And of course, sadly enough, also Wii U was it's the worst selling Nintendo console ever in history. It surpassed the GameCube, sadly, and it surpassed the PlayStation Vita. So there you go. So production by the end of 2016, I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said, Nintendo did say by the end of the fiscal year of 2017. So we'll see what happens. It's still sort of a long way to go. We're still in 2016, so E3 is coming this June. We'll see what happens. Well, with that, thanks for listening.